Right, that just started right away, so I'm going to just go with it. That's so funny. So, um, yeah. If you're new, hi there. If you're not new, hi again, my soul fam. Just doing a bit of a longer light code activation. I don't know where the camera is, I think it's here. A bit of a longer light code activation than the shorts, because people do let me know now and again that they really do feel a lot from either the live streams or the shorts. So basically, I'm paying attention to not only the algorithm but the energy of the channel. And like I've been saying for a while, I do feel, well, I've known for ages that it's live streams that people love by a long shot, and the shorts. So I might, just accommodate that more. But if you do like the normal, just, the videos, the recorded ones, let me know, because I do love doing them. Like, I find it quite relaxing. But, um, it is a tiny percentage of people that actually do watch them. So I just want to see if with this one not being about the cards, what kind of, if that makes a difference, because that might be the answer. Because I also know, as much as I love cards, it is my healing abilities that do set me apart. I do know that. This is what I mean. I am a, yeah. I'm a good mentor, and I'm a good coach, and I'm a good whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I can recognize that about myself. That it's, there's lots of people that are healers, but the unique way in which I'm able to do that, it does, it's quite different, because it's very quick. Maybe that. So basically, let me know below in the comments, please. Do you want more ones like this? Because I don't even know. This it's just so funny with the video. It started itself. Right, I think that's. So, because that started so quickly, breathe in, telling yourself relax, and breathe out, telling yourself release. And if you are new, the healing comes through my voice, my energy in general, my eyes when I've got my eyes open. But a lot of the time I might close my eyes too, just to get into it. I can feel a lot of intense energy. So my intention for this is the same as the little shorts I just done, to clear any heavy energies around the build up in this equinox hallway to the new moon solar eclipse in Libra, which is on the 2nd October 2024. But you could find this later and watch it, and it can still clear your energy and help you, because everything I do is to clear energy, including when you see videos that are with the cards, whether I'm on camera or it's just my hands. But like I'm saying, I'm just being guided to experiment. So do let me know what you like. I would never stop doing the cards anyway, because I love them, and that'd be a complete waste of money, because I've got like hundreds and hundreds of decks and I love it. But we can get easily distracted and stuck in a bit of a routine, and I just know the way the energy works. It's not just this stupid algorithm on here, it's moving with the energy of the group, because people come and go as well. It's funny how there's the same people for ages, and then people just sort of disappear, or they go quiet, because people go through mini dark nights of soul, or it's their actual dark night of soul when maybe they thought they were in it. There's a whole, I'm just aware there's a whole of different things that happen. Let's do some Palo Santo now. Right, so we're bringing in some, that was clearing the heather, clearing the heather. Somebody called Heather, or Heather's reminding me of Scotland, And I looked at a fern thing over there. Clearing the heather. That was clearing the heavier energies, but it'll mean something. And this is bringing in the lighter angelic energies. As I'm talking here, I'm getting a pain right in the middle of my back. It's very uncomfortable, actually. It's like a pulled muscle, but right in the middle of my back, like right where your bra clips. And, you know, as I'm doing this, it's for one of you. So anyone that's got, and see, I can already see, I'm observing this, that whether somebody finds this soon after I've done it, which would be helpful, please, you know, help the person find it that this is for, or like months or years down the line, I can already see how it's not that it's more useful, but do you see what I mean? It kind of is, because there's not too many people that I've seen anyway that can do that. But I can, and I do it all the time, and I've done it for years. As I pick up on whether it's live or recorded like this, somebody's got, it's like a blocked heart chakra. So I'm moving my hand about on it, freeing up that energy. So whoever's connecting with this, you know, male, female, like you might feel like that would be really freaky, but you might feel like somebody's moving something about on your back. 555 big changes. So if that's you, which this would be interesting if a few people feel it. I'm prepared to look nuts if nobody's feeling it. Trust me, someone will find this at some point. It'll make sense to them. You don't need to be actually feeling like somebody's, you know, massaging your back. It's and hey, I'm a lot of Higgs, but I'm no masseuse. Energetic maybe, but no an actual one. But it's you might just feel very emotional. So it could just be like I'm releasing. They're using me rather to, like, you know, release that emotion at the blocked heart chakra. So they're telling me just going to send, I'm praying and sending you healing for whatever it is you need right now. Like, because that started so abruptly, like for me, I'm just setting the intention. I can now, I'm now being shown clairvoyantly. Some people this might connect with, because this comes up in, when I do personal sessions with someone I can think of. I can feel it's like something stuck in my throat. So this is definitely to do with quite a lot of things. It's where somebody's maybe like, where there's been a block put at your throat chakra to stop you from speaking. So, you know, like I've been talking about recently, like I don't want to get in a big long story, but it does matter because of the energy I feel that's lifted from me. See now, wow, that was massive. Now I'm burping, which if you're not new, you know that that's when I'm clearing energy. You know, when witchcraft or a hex or, you know, a curse or, you know, all these different things, when things like that are put on us, you like, if unless you've got an awareness of this, and to be honest with you, even if you have got an awareness of past lives and stuff, that stuff is really quite niche. And it's kind of like, I would say it's if you've got heavy Scorpio, like people like that are really good at picking up on it. And again, that is, I've got heavy Scorpio, but the way in which, long story short, the way in which I got the download that I had to basically change my number because there was so much negative energy attached to it. It was just through like, that's like whenever I've been to a counsellor as well of different sort of modalities, and when I was in my counselling training, that's what was always said to me, is like my self-awareness is higher than most, because just give me long enough to talk and I'm going to find my own answer, which to me, that is what counselling's about anyway. The counselling is never about the counsellor telling you the answer. If a good counsellor will listen and you'll come up with the answer yourself, and that's definitely what happens with me when I talk long enough with the right person. And that is what happened, was, you know, only me and that person will know that I was talking, and I was like, that's why it's such a strong feeling. Although it doesn't logically make sense, and it puts a few barriers and blocks in the way of basically, yeah, it does put a few blocks and barriers in the way of people that I would want to be able to have, you know, that contact with me. It was, I had to do it, and it's like, and all I can tell you is, when I have done it, like literally the day after the equinox, all this energy has lifted from me. and you know it was so spot on. And look, it's reached 10 minutes, and we're about to be in the 10th month. Um, and so I'm telling you this because, you know, pay attention to where that is in your life. And again, what they're getting me to say it because some of you are going to, I've got such a dark cloud around you, and it's the same thing. Like there's a hex, there's a curse, there's something like that around you. And it just, I'm not going to say it wouldn't have even entered your thoughts, because I feel a lot of you are going to be very similar to myself and you know that all this stuff is real. But, you know, once upon a time I was quite ignorant to, and I mean, this was many years ago, but once upon a time I was quite ignorant to curses and stuff like that. And you think, I'm not, you know, I think that's a limiting belief to, you know, to think that that's going to affect you like that. You know, it's only going to affect you if you wanted to. But I now realise that was part of the brainwashing and the programming. It's a little bit like any of you that are mediums as well, like myself, or anything, you know, in sort of that realm of things. It's very popular for, especially, look, I have the utmost respect for old school mediums. There's so many that I love, but it's very common that kind of old school mediums and certain new age, I hate the word new age, I hate the word hate too, but you know, new agey sort of things that's kind of say popular things like this, like, oh, anybody that goes on about negative energy or, you know, dark energies and entities that are able to, you know, it's their own wild imaginations, and you know, and yet, you know, it's complex because there is something in that. Like, I've definitely done sessions with people where they'll tell me all these big wild ghost stories, and you know, it's quite a big dramatic story, and honestly, 9 times out of 10, seriously, 9 times out of 10, it is actually the person's own shadows that they've not integrated, and you know, certain traumas and childhood stuff and past life stuff. And when I do a bit of clearing and, like, you know, healing with them, it becomes quite apparent that all the stuff that was happening to them before, it actually doesn't happen now. And it's, you know, because it is, unfortunately, you know, it is a way for us to get attention as well. And you know, it's wow, that's nuts, because I was actually just talking about something which that's totally synchronistic, you know, to do with children. Like, if a child is sort of get wanting attention for something, it's, you know, it doesn't matter if it's about not being well or, you know, whatever it is. It's sometimes it is, it's not that they're not well, it's a cry for attention. And that can happen to you as an adult as well, that your inner child is crying out for attention, because maybe you didn't get it when you were younger, or you didn't get enough of it for what you wanted it for. Like, definitely for those of you that are very psychic, like, you might have had all your needs met in the practical ways and had a good childhood, but maybe, like, there wasn't anybody around you that really sort of acknowledged how psychic you were and your spiritual gifts. So welcome to the soul family. That is definitely book a personal session. My gift is helping you find yours. And so there's something in that. But where I was going with that as well, because I'm just letting the guides talk through me, is you know, you've got to find the balance, because as well as what I've just said being true, that sometimes when people are claiming they've got all these ghosts and whatever sort of hanging about them, and what the ghost is the ghost of their past and its energies, and you know, it's just a bit of cleaning. And loads of you watching, you'll be like, wow, that totally did happen to me, and Claire helped me with that. And again, by the way, see if that is you and you know that you've done something like that with me. I would really, really appreciate if you get in touch, if you're able to write a wee email, or even if, you know, I would even be prepared to have a free session with you so that we could sort of talk about, like, you know, because it'd be great if I did have more people other than the people that have done it before, because I'm really appreciative of anybody that's done that with me in the past through video, because, you know, that's really powerful. But yeah, even if you write something, or, you know, just to get some more testimonials about specific stuff like this. But where I was going with that is, yeah, it is quite common in a lot of, like, old school sort of things, that people are like, oh, there's no such thing as this, and you know, it's only angelic energy that works in mediums and stuff like that. And it's simply not true. You know, there are, if you don't really know what you're doing and you're not protecting your energy, there are energies that can trick you. That's just point blank, that's a fact. I just looked at 1444. So, you know, it's why I say all the time, you got to be very discerning who you choose to give a lot of your energy to. You're giving energy, you know, you're giving your time and energy when you watch anyone online. So make sure that it is charging you up, it's educating you, it's, you know, even when it's like things that are talking about heavier kind of stuff, because some of this is, at least it's educating you so that you know what I mean? And you don't need to watch this every day kind of thing. But it's quite good because you'll know that you could come back and watch this if you're like, actually, that feels like it was in line with that wee video that, you know, Claire done that time. And, you know, so, because like I said, this is a little bit different from when I do a longer, you know, shamanic journey sort of soul retrieval. Because really everything I do is clearing and soul retrieval. But for whatever reason, I feel this one kind of coming to a bit of a close now. But and I'm just sort of wondering if I want to use let's get one of these cards. I think I just want to ground the energy in of whatever I've spoke about here. Just, and again, just, I'm just, I find this fun because it's Leo Moon, and Leo Moon in the 5th house is about creativity, and look at my face, fun and playing, and just going with the flow, and my Venus is in Aries in the 5th house, so that's why, you know, like, I always joke about this, but it is true, like, I don't, I'm just observing myself smiling, it's like, it's quite sad that you only get a Leo moon once a month for a couple of days, and that is my favourite moon. And then after that, it would be the Aries moon, and after that, it'd be Sag moon, which I am. But I don't particularly enjoy like literally any of the other moons that much. Like Scorpio moon, I quite like too because it's quite spicy, and it's like I'm a Scorpio rising and I'm a Plutonian soul. But some Scorpio moons are a bit too intense as well, so it really just depends. But yeah, like I'm not kidding. Like I make the most of the energies, but I really do feel astrology that strongly. But this is fun for me because it just they just threw me in at the deep end, like what happens with all the things that I do, and I'm just so what have I picked up on here? Somebody's got a blocked heart. This isn't all well, I hope it's not all the same person. It's different things for different people. Somebody's got a blocked heart chakra. We've done a bit of clearing there, so praying for you that you know, shifts, and that you're guided to, if you're guided to get further healing with that, with either myself or wherever you need that from, that you know, you take that action. Somebody's got a blocked throat chakra, which I do feel is linked to, yeah, there's been some kind of block put on you. As deceit flipped over, guardian angels. Right, this isn't going to make sense to you, but I pulled a guardian angel card. I'm going to have to show you from this deck loads while I was doing the shorts. Angel of Truth. They're just showing you that is the truth. Here's the guardian angel card. Guardian angel card came out loads on the shorts because I've filmed them for the next 2 weeks. Angel of Healing. Let's shuffle these actually. I'm sure you believe me. You'll see on the shorts, but you won't see for a couple of weeks. I'll put it down below actually if I remember, like when we get to that bit. What else? I'm going to read the deceit card, but I'm also, so like I said, I just went, basically my whole point of that was I just, this is freaking me out. Look what's happening to me. This is the person, this is the person with the throat block. Like, you weren't able to speak. You weren't able to say what you wanted to say. Yeah. But it's kind of like, that's why they got me to talk about, you could, you know, same, you could be guided to somebody like me that's speciality and niche is to clear curses and black magic and spell work and, you know, because that is just slander, gossip, lies, just malicious people with their words. But it can be things from way back, like past lives and past life vows and stuff. And then it could be, like I said, it could be something as simple as a number, simple and practical as a number change in this life, which is linked to something from a past life. But I'm feeling like, and like I said, I've had loads of extra confirmation on top of what I was told to tell me that that was the truth, as well as picking up the angel of truth there. And there's other people that this is going to tie into, and I feel it's because you're going to need to book a session with me to get that cleared. Now, this isn't just like, oh, like, oh, you know, somebody, it's basically, it is just the truth. There are some of you, like, that has just happened to me so that I can help some of you. Now, it's not going to be exactly the same. Well, it could be for some that you need to change your number. It'll be something totally different, but I'll only know when I do the session with you. So I'll just trust that whoever this speaks to, you know, book a session. But yeah, but basically they're showing you that I just took messy action because I could have just thought, oh, well, I'm not doing that. I didn't press record, but I just went with it. So you're going to be thrown into the deep end or something, like what just happened to me there. But like I went with it because I'm a professional and there's no exact science to this. You know, you just got to go with it. So that's the way that they work with me. Like you might not be as being thrown in at the deep end like that could freak you out a little bit. But actually, it's how I work. It's how I work well with that. No, wait a minute. Sorry, I'm just trying to find 27. Why has it got 27 and 43? There it is, anyway. Treachery, dishonesty, betrayal, and exploitation. So that was some kind of healing for betrayal and somewhere where there's been dishonesty. Your guardian angels are present, alerting you to the fact that all isn't as it appears. Something is off and you may be in danger. What is this? Pay a close attention to what's going on around you as well as what's going on within you. You'll soon notice that bad vibes are in the air. Right, I can't, guys. So you saw how this happened. I don't know who this is for. It's going to be more than for one person. For all I know, it could be all of that. It could be a blocked heart chakra, blocked throat chakra. Either you've just been on holiday or you're needing a holiday because a plane's going past. What was the other thing? I felt a pain in my stomach as well. So these are all the things that could be happening to you, tell you that something's not right about people around you. They signal that someone is potentially able to exploit or manipulate you in some way, so be on the alert and trust your vibes if things don't feel right. It's hard to believe, you say. That can't be. Wow. But your guardian angels remind you that treachery and deceit are subtle and difficult to see, which again, look at everything I said in this. For people that know me well, and my nose is itching, loved one in spirit is trying to tell you as well. If this is you, you've been getting loads of signs. I'm like, you've been getting loads of signs about this. You've been getting loads of signs, and this is another sign, is what they're saying to me. And you could be saying that, there's no way, or that's kind of, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is like me. Like, I'm well aware that, like, with what I was saying about the number and it being a hex and a card, some people would be like, what the fuck is she on about? But I don't really give a shit because I've actually felt like the biggest, heaviest energy lift from me. And also, it fascinates me that, like, I still don't even know if that's fully done, by the way. It did take a whole over 48 hours to change that properly. And I actually think when I send, I've not still not sent it yet, but I'm going to send my new number out to not even that many people, just, you know, the people that I speak to the most. And I feel some people are going to be like, oh, right, you know, I text you and, you know, I thought something, you know what I mean? Like, basically, I think some will have got lost in the sauce there. Lost in the sauce. But it's more it's more signs of how difficult that energy was holding on. You know, the energies that didn't want me to move on. But your guardian angels remind you that treachery and deceit are subtle and difficult to see. After all, no one wants to believe that someone might hurt them. And this is why, you know, this is the part, I say it all the time, but it's because it's true. I don't enjoy being the person that has to deliver these messages. It is one of the most difficult parts of my clairvoyance, really. But I know that it's a huge responsibility, and I just know that I have to deliver messages, and a lot of the time I don't even know who they're for. And it reminds you of in that shamanic deck where it says, be grateful to the friend who shows you what you didn't want to see but you needed to see. That is me. So be grateful for the people like me or anybody else that has to do that, because it isn't easy. And I'm grateful when I come across things that lift something in me or confirm something for me. So thank you if you are one of the people out there that does that for others, because it's not easy to do it. And even if you do it like with the not so, you know, shady dark stuff, but I do think it is that little bit harder when it is stuff that's like, you know, highlighting to others how they've been manipulated or gaslit or stonewalled when they didn't actually even, or, you know, or narcissist, or when they didn't even know what any of these words mean. Sometimes it's a deliberate attempt to injure, but more often it's an act of self-protection at your expense. It may show up in your co-worker's failure to inform you that the project deadline has changed, or your mother withholding the fact that your father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, or even your own neglect to tell your mate that you've overspent this month and can't pay the bills. But, you know, I'm going to go one step further. You know, that can be like, because I'm just being reminded of one of the films I watched recently. It can be like when other people's unhealed shadows like don't pass on information about, you know, especially with twin flames, like say it's like, you know, a dynamic where, you know, somebody's like with someone else and then they break up from them, and you've got people that know both, and then like somebody knows and they don't pass on the information. That can be like subconsciously, that can be like, you know, the friend or the family member that actually didn't want to lose you. So it is selfish, but you know, you can kind of get your head around it when it's like that person wasn't actually meant to be malicious, but it also wasn't right. Do you know what I mean? And it's like those examples too, like that's when people don't want you to worry. But you know, and I've had I think we've all had so many experiences of this with good people that are, you know, close friends, like, you know, even now or even in the past, however it's came, you know, like, you know, basically the contract's over kind of thing. That reminds me of one of you actually said that, like that contract over. It can seem a bit harsh, but it is like that. So contract over in your life for a reason, a season, or lifetime. But you know what I'm saying? I think there's gonna be something about this here, because in that film, that's how it is. It's like the friend doesn't want to lose her best friend to who she's in love with, so she keeps trying to sabotage it. And then, you know, eventually when the couple do break up, she's like, you never wanted us to be together, and every attempt that you had to sabotage it, you took it. And I feel like that's a direct message. I feel that is the case, that either several people or one person in particular had the opportunity to pass on information and they withheld it or distorted it. So that's really specific, but I'm getting that message as well. Deceit and manipulation need not be maliciously intended to occur or to be damaging. Often it's just the result of thoughtlessness or fear. Yeah, so you can see how that fits for loads of people, but sometimes it can be deliberate, so watch your back. Your guardian angels urge you to trust your vibes completely when it comes to your suspicions of others. Also, equally scrutinise your own deceptions. Either case leads to dead ends and disappointing outcomes. Ask your guardian angels to protect you from the deceit of others and your own temptation to deceive. So I'm praying now that please can we be protected from the devil attempting anyone watching this to deceive those around them, because everybody has got the ability to be tempted. You know, that's when like the devil gets involved in like, you know, divine twin flame unions to tempt either away to other parties to spoil a union. Or, well, it could just be you're on a health kick and you're getting tempted to the chocolate. Do you know what I mean? It can be as dark or as not so dark as anything like that. Or, yeah, anywhere where anyone is deceiving us around us, please give us the spiritual eyes to see and to prevent it. And we're asking for the same for our twin flames, where they need that awareness around them as well, or that strength to not do it. Have the courage and integrity to be honest. Your guardian angel's message: we will watch over you. So, wow. So I'm just going to shuffle this because there is a guardian angel card in it. Again, I'm not going to bother watching this back. I'm just going to put it out because it is for someone. And this is what I mean, like that was quite fun for me, although it's heavy stuff. It's quite fun to just leave it completely open and see what comes out, which is what I do with the cards, but just to do that with the healing. And I feel I might just, as many of these as I can, because again, yeah, while you're watching this, I'm going to be taking at least a week off for myself, where I am, yeah, it is a holiday, because I'm going away, so I'm going away, but do you know what I mean? So but I'm just not exactly pinpointing when, so I'm just going to film a whole load of these in advance. Maybe, I don't know about ones like this, but I might. Depends how much energy I've got. What do we need to know before I close this out? So please, 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 like the video, it matters. Even if none of this made sense to you, please just like the video for the fact that I sat my arse down on a Friday when I could have just been sitting doing something for myself, or You know, I don't know. I could have been spending my time working with a client, earning money, and I'm doing this for free. You know what I mean? So helping many people. So, and I do that every day. So please just like the video for that, and I appreciate it. The card's just leapt out. Wow. Yeah, to bring people inner peace. You know, that is my mission. 27th could be significant. So the 27th is today. It's today. The 20th. I was going to say before I looked, the 27th. So yeah, it's the 27th September today. And there's a 27 on it with inner peace. So yeah, please, I'm asking, please, God, angels, guides, guardian angels, power animals, ancestors, please help whoever this is for find it. And if you're able to and it's safe to, please put a comment below, even if it was just a little bit that made sense to you or a big bit. If it's too much to put in public, please, please, please email me at the soulfamwolfpack@gmail.com or the clair-everything@gmail.com. And yeah, just let me know, because yeah, obviously going to be someone's angel of inner peace. So see you later.